First thing we're going to do on fixing this flat is take off the tire from your bike. You do that by unscrewing the nuts and screwing the nuts on the bike, popping the wheel off. You can see here I pulled the chain off and the back wheel. Use a couple of these tire tools. So you're going to grab these, are available. You can probably pick them up at Walmart or any big box store. A couple of, but that's okay. If you don't have any money, that's okay. You don't need money. A couple of sticks, maybe the ends of your spoons. If you got a couple of spoons, just be careful not to perk your tire again. And you're going to pry one edge. This edge. You're going to pry the edge right here away from the metal rim of your on the tire or on the wheel, and then from there you can actually slide off the rest of the tire. You pull and loosen one wheel, and the rest of it eventually you can just peel away from the tire, the wheel. Okay. Now that we have your tire off, we are going, you're going to get what's called a patch, and you'll find them in the bike section of your sporting goods store or most major retailers. And there's a pad. You're going to use like a Brillo pad or like a piece of sandpaper. And first you're going to clean up the tire. Some water, clean it up. File or use this use some sandpaper and just scuff a little area of the tire until it's a little rougher than the remaining edge, the rest of the tire. You're going to peel away that patch so it covers the hole completely. And these patches, depending on how clean you are and how your skill at scuffing, they don't like to stay on sometimes. At least mine don't stay on very well. So I grab a little bit of electrical tape and I actually go around it again. And that's going to help hold it on. That's what I've got on here is a little electrical tape. I actually got some other tape too. If you don't have a patch, you might try electrical tape, or getting a little piece of what would work? Get a square piece of like electrical tape, cut it, fold it in on itself so the sticky parts are sticking together. You take that little square and then you put that over the patch and then cover the rest of the electrical tape. You're basically using it and pressurizing, using the tape to build some pressure, to force that pressure and the tape against the hole and blocking any air from coming from the inside of the tire to the outside of the tire. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. And then you're going to want to inflate the tire. The next part is getting the tire back on. So yeah, inflate the tire just a little bit so it's not flat. It's got a little round shape, and then you can stick the tire, push it back push the tube. Push your tube back inside the tire. Like that. There you go. Okay, next. Notice that turning your bike upside down will actually help as well. Okay, now we are moving on to putting the tube and putting the tire back on the rim. So just grab a section of the tube, line up. Some of you probably know what to do next. Line the tube so it goes inside the hole on the rim. There's a hole on the rim, so find that hole, slide the valve, which is that air, the part you put the air in, back inside the tube. Okay, and from there, just slide the tire over it. It's gonna get hard, so prepare and expect to have to do some pulling here. Back on. Okay. Or get somebody, if you can't get it yourself, try to get somebody that can help you. Strong. Sometimes strong folks are valuable. They're needed. They're good. Strong folks are good to have around. Okay. Now, insert your tire tool inside this part here. Sorry. Grab the, and then rest the edge of the tool until you feel the metal part on the rim, and then you're going to pry like that. Pry the tire over the metal wheel. Okay. There you go. You're back in now. Grab an air pressure pump or an air pump. I have a little manual one. I don't like the air compressors. Air compressors have a tendency are very powerful and nice to have, but if you're not careful with them, like I have done, blowing it up too fast will actually blow up your tube. You don't want to do that. So you don't have to, but if you're, sometimes it's a little safer bet to just use the hand pump. To be safer, just use the hand pump. Oh. Whew, that's close. Okay. All right. Now, you just want to air up your tube. You're gonna need a wrench or a socket. It's even better. Okay. This bike is ready to ride. Oh, yes. No, it's not. What am I doing wrong? Ooh, no, it's not. Okay, and also it's helpful if you double check and make sure that your chain is clear from this part of your brakes and it's also clear from your tire.